Hi, I'm Anna Maria.
And I am Lucian, and we hope you have enjoyed our other videos on home waste reduction practices. In some of the videos, we have explored different ways you can compost your yard waste or your kitchen scraps with compost systems that are appropriate for different type of homes. In this video, we will explore another simple way that you can reduce your waste. We will explore the ingredients, the tools, the materials, and the steps you need to take to start your own seeds at home for your home garden. While Anna Maria is getting ready to show you how to start your own seeds, I'd like to share with you some of the benefits, including waste reduction benefits, from starting your own seeds at home for your home garden. Benefit number one, when you grow your own seeds and you grow food at home, you will reduce the possibility of produce that you buy at the store from going bad in your fridge or on your counter or in your pantry. Because you have food grown in your garden, you will pick only what you need, when you need it, and when it's completely fresh. Number two, you will also reduce the plastic waste associated with the packaging that most store-bought produce come in. You will also save yourself a trip in your car to the store. Number three, when you grow your own seeds, you'll also reduce the plastic waste associated with all the packaging that seedlings bought at the nursery come in. When you buy it every season, every year, you're going to accumulate a lot of these containers. At home, you can reuse them over and over again, every year, every season. Number four, of course, you will be engaged in outdoor gardening activities. You will enjoy a beautiful garden, see life evolving, and know exactly what you are eating. Now, here are some ideas that you should keep in mind in order to be successful at starting seeds for your home garden. Seeds. First of all, of course, you'll always want to buy organic, non-GMO seeds. You will usually find that information on the seed packet. You should also get seeds for the year that you're about to use them. You can usually find that information on the back or the front of the seed packet. Also, you'll find a lot of instructions on how to plant, how to take care of the seeds, and when to expect harvest. You can usually find that information on the back of the package. And why not do a little bit more research? Once you grow some crops in your garden, you can also start saving the seeds of that crop right from your garden and use them the next year. Another waste reduction solution here. Seasons. Start seeds at the appropriate time for the appropriate seasons. The big advantage of starting seeds indoors, in the house, or in the greenhouse is that you get a good head start with your garden. Most plants do better this way when you have a head start instead of planting the seed straight outside where it may be exposed to different type of elements, cold, extra heat, maybe some bugs. So start spring crops such as kale, chard, lettuces, broccoli, radishes, beets, even carrots from mid-January to mid-March. You will be able to transplant them outside in 3 to 6 weeks. Start summer crops such as tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, corn, some peppers, and beans from mid-March to mid-May. You'll be able to transplant them outside in 4 to 6 weeks. For fall crops such as winter squash, pumpkin, some peppers, eggplants, and other late season crops from mid-June to mid-July, you will be able to transplant them outside in 4 to 6 weeks. You can also start kale, chard, carrots, onions, and artichokes during this time for the winter season. You can plant them like you would plant fall crops in August or September and harvest from October all the way to your spring starting seeds season. soil mix. Get yourself a good seed starting soil mix. Make sure it's organic. Potting soil works very well also. A good seed starting soil mix contains a material that ensures porosity to allow water to drain well and air to circulate. In many mixes, you'd find that to be peat moss. However, we encourage you to stay away from that. Peat moss comes from very sensitive ecosystems from around the world. Look for mixes that have coconut coir. That is a renewable material. We have a lot of coconuts around the world. A good soil mix will also have perlite and vermiculite to achieve the same thing, porosity, air circulation, and water drainage. Of course, a good soil mix also has compost. That will ensure that when the seedlings get to a specific stage of their life cycle, they'll have enough nutrients to feed from. Trays and pots. You can easily get one of these pre-made trays and you can reuse it season after season, year after year. You can also get yourself this pre-made cells. This is where you're going to put your soil and start your seeds. You can also reuse these season after season, year after year. Some gardeners prefer to up-pot from this small size cell to a bigger pot before taking the seedling to the garden. Get yourself some of these pots also. You'll be able to reuse them season after season, year after year. Temperature. Temperature is very important for seed germination and the seedling's growth. You'll want to grow your seeds and your seedlings between 70 and 75 degrees. Anything under 60 degrees or anything over 80 degrees can really hurt the seedlings. We prefer to start a lot of our seedlings in the house. Humidity. Humidity is very important to the seedlings, especially in the first 2 to 3 weeks of their life cycle. We ensure good humidity with one of these lids that you can purchase at a nursery or at a place where you get trays also. By placing it on top of your trays, you can have a good temperature and good humidity. Remember not to get the seeds overheated. Watering. Make sure you water thoroughly so that the water drains through the bottom of the seed cells. Once the top of the soil where your seedling is growing looks dry, you should water again. Because there are different conditions in different homes or different greenhouses, this is the best way to check when you would have to water. Usually it's about once or twice a day, and sometimes even once every 2 to 3 days. Fertility. Some seedlings may consume all the nutrients that are found in the seed starting soil mix. You'll be able to observe that. Either you haven't observed any type of growth in the last week or 2 weeks, or you will see some of the leaves getting yellow or brown. At that point, you should either up-pot that seedling, plant it in the garden, or add some liquid fertilizer diluted in water. Do a little bit of research about that. Organic liquid fertilizers are really easy to find, and anyone that works at a nursery will be able to tell you which kind you should purchase and use. They are not very expensive. You can store them and use them season after season, year after year, because the seedlings don't need that much. Light. Of course you will need light. When you grow them indoors, you can put them by a window. Make sure you don't get very strong sun to overheat the seedlings. What you'll observe is that some seedlings will lean towards the light, and therefore you may have to turn the tray around at least once during the day. This will ensure that the seedlings get light on all of their sides. You won't have to do that in a greenhouse, but remember, in a greenhouse you want to keep the perfect temperature between 70 and 75, humidity by possibly having some misters or watering the floor of the greenhouse once, twice, maybe 3 times a day, and keep the greenhouse cool. Fans can work really great. Now let's meet Anna Maria outside where she's gonna start some seeds.